Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy, and I'm happy to have you here today because this is something new. I've never done this before, and we'll see how it goes, what kind of feedback I get with it, and if so, it's something that I would like to maybe do quarterly. And what this is a chakra tarot reading specifically for the sun sign of Libra. All right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pull cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck specifically for your 7 chakras, Libra. Tell you what's going on there. And then at the end, I'm going to pull a message from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. And that message will be from your personal guardian angel. All right. So before I get started, let me do some really quick housekeeping. And for those of you who watch the channel, I'm sure you get sick of me saying it, but the YouTube algorithm monster is real. All right. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, if you would consider subscribing, I would be most appreciative. Again, guys, you can turn off the notifications. I understand, ever since I got into this a while back, I think it's maybe been 8 months that I've been doing my YouTube channel. Anybody I watch regularly now, I subscribe, but I turn off the notifications because I don't want 1,000 notifications from YouTube all day. I get that. So that's fine. It will not offend me. I get it. And again, do this for any YouTuber you watch. There is a lot that goes into this. All right. So in advance, thank you so much. I really, 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 truly appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to move this deck off to the side because we're going to need some room here. These are beautiful Vogel crystals. Vogel crystals are cut at specific angles with a specific amount of faces, and they're very, very powerful. And this is a beautiful amethyst scepter. As you can see, it's cut on this point. On this end, it is a cut point, but then the rest of it is still in its raw, natural finish. I don't currently sell these on the Your Natural Healer website. However, one of my suppliers is getting them in stock, and once he does, he's going to give me a heads up so I can buy a whole bunch of these because they are simply gorgeous, and I've had several people ask me about these. All right, so I'm going to set that over here on the Oracle deck so it kind of can absorb that beautiful amethyst energy. All right, so let's go ahead and give the cards a nice hit there with the Reiki wand. Get rid of any negative energy. And please remember that this is a general reading for you guys, Libra. This is for every Libra on the face of this earth, all right? With that being said, it's not going to resonate with every one of you. And I mean, that just makes sense because I cannot connect with everybody's energy all at one time. All right. So if it doesn't resonate, don't get frustrated. Don't go, oh, this is a bunch of malarkey. Either come back to it. Because as I said, this is, I'm going to try to do these maybe every quarter. So that's every 3 months, and come back to it, and then maybe it'll make more sense. Again, if it doesn't, that's okay. Maybe you want a personal reading. If you do want a personal reading, go to my website, yournaturalhealer.com, go to the services tab. I have all types of readings. There's an hour long, there's 30 minutes, there's readings with Reiki. There's one, if you have one question in which you're not sure what to do, you can ask the question. I'll pull 3 cards and I'll go over the options of, your question, your problem. So there's all kinds of things. So check it out. And even if you're not looking for a reading, if you're looking for Reiki or a birth chart report or some kind of planet report, again, go check it out. Lots of stuff there. And you can always shoot me an email, Tammy@yournaturalhealer.com, if you're uncertain about something. And I'm sorry if I'm hitting the camera. For those of you who don't watch my channel, I have a hard time shuffling like this, and to do it on camera, the cards fly everywhere, and that is a real flame candle. So, I don't want to catch my house on fire. So I do it kind of behind my phone here, which it's right here. Just see it shake on the tripod. And so I apologize if, first of all, if this is kind of loud in your ear, the shuffling, as well as if I hit the tripod. But I just want to get a nice good shuffle in for you guys. Now, on the other hand, though, if it does resonate, I want you to take your right hand, take a deep breath in, place it on your heart, and say, yes, I claim this for myself, okay? All right, so are we ready? Now, I'm going to kind of work around the tripod and try to get these some of the cards. This isn't a big desk, and over on the right, I have my laptop and a notebook because I was working on writing a guided meditation, so... and no, it's not a guided meditation for this channel. It's a guided meditation for my minor chakra master healer course. All right, so make sure I got 7 cards. When I did Aries, I only had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'll set the cards off to the side here. All right, so let's begin with our first chakra, which is the root chakra. And, hold on one second. There we go. Our root chakra is our first chakra, and it's located at the base of our spine. And it really deals with self-preservation. It deals with our basic needs, our sense of security, our sense of survival. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at your root chakra, and let's see what's going on here. Okay, you got the Tower reversed. I shouldn't say hate. I really dislike the Tower. I know as a reader, I shouldn't say there are bad cards, but this is the worst card in the deck. It is what it is. I'm calling a spade. But at least it's in the reverse position. So I think that recently or in your current space, you're about to advert something major. This is normally when it's in the upright, it's about a major, really life-changing, life-shattering change in your life that you can't avoid. However, with it being reversed, I think that you have avoided it, or maybe you started to go through it and you were actually able to navigate quickly out of it, which is usually very rare. But I think with the Tower being reversed, you did narrowly avoid something really, really, really life-shattering. It's whatever this is dealing with your sense of security, your sense of safety, stability. So it could be something with your health. It could be something with money. And as we pull some other cards, a lot of times our chakras, they dovetail and spill into the other chakras. So we may add to this as we go along and get a little more clarification. But you definitely, I would say that your root chakra is balanced. I think that maybe it was on the verge of either probably being underactive, could have been overactive. It's hard to say. I think you're okay. And I would just still continue to meditate, do some work with your root chakra. And this way, because like I said, overall you adverted whatever this is. But I think that your root chakra might have been shaken a little bit, and I think you may have been shaken with this as well. And so therefore, I just want to make sure that if your root chakra, it might be like, the chakras are vortexes, like wheels, so they spin. So they have a certain speed. So I think you might be on the cusp of the normal rotation, but just kind of like in between normal and where the high end of it being too slow. Excuse me. I had water around here somewhere and I lost it. Oh, sorry. Give me a second, please. So, sorry, I'll put that over here. So anyway, I'm going to leave the card, and if your chakra needs work, I'm going to pull the card down. I think that your root chakra is fine. Whatever you averted, I hope that you really learned your lesson from whatever almost happened. If you did not, I really suggest you meditate on it and learn the lesson that the universe was going to teach you. And at the last minute, for whatever reason, the universe said, okay, I'm going to give you a second shot at this. Okay. Maybe the universe knew I was going to start doing these readings and this card was going to be pulled. And so there's your second chance. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our second chakra now, which is our sacral chakra. And our sacral chakra is all about self-gratification. It deals with our sexuality. It deals with our creativity. And I don't mean just artistic creativity. You can be creative in cooking, or you can be creative in cleaning. You can be creative in just anything in life. It's just overall creativity. And then raw emotion. Now, our heart chakra, everybody always just goes, okay, our heart chakra is emotion. Heart chakra is that deep, deep emotion. And usually it's because it's connected, what our deep relationships. So this is more raw. Kind of think if you get cut off in traffic and somebody really almost wipes you out and you're white knuckling it and you're ready to follow them off the exit 30 miles off if you have to. That's raw emotion. All right. So today you got the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, and I'm sorry if you hear Parker in the background. She's playing. All right. Well, the Pentacles is usually about money, and so I'll be curious to see what you draw, because I'm wondering if this was some kind of financial thing, whether you almost lost your job or whether there was almost some major maybe damage to your house that you thought was going to be like super, super bad to the point where you might have lost your house. Again, it's something major. And I'm sorry, I keep saying, it's just all these, when I pull the cards, all these things just kind of pop into my head. So I think that right now that you are, I think this is dealing more with a little bit of raw emotion from this. And that, again, that you almost adverted whatever, or you're about to advert something really bad. And so you're really paying attention to the details, and you're not letting like your emotions get the best of you, those raw emotions. So that's really good. So in that regards, I do think that your sacral chakra is in a healthy space right now, that it's working properly, which is great. So again, I would suggest doing, if you like guided meditation, I have that quickie. I think it's like 16 minutes long. It's the 7 main chakra guided meditations, and it works through all 7 within like the 16 minutes. So that may be something you're interested in. And if so, I would advise it, because like, again, they are healthy, and the root needs a little TLC, but it's healthy, and the sacral is just fine. So again, don't ignore them, but at the same time, you don't have to be sitting there going, oh my gosh, my sacral chakra is messed up. No, Libra, everything's good to go right there. All right, so now let's talk about our third chakra, which is our solar plexus. And our third chakra is located halfway between our belly button and our lower rib cage. So it's kind of in the middle of our stomach. And it's about self-definition, personal will, your willpower, your autonomy, your energy, your spontaneity, your happiness, your joy. All right, so Libra, let's see what you got. Oh, sorry, I got excited. I saw Pentacles again. So I am almost confident. Sorry, I keep kicking the tripod. Normally it's Parker. I am pretty confident in whatever this tower moment that you did dodge, because you dodged a bullet. I think it's somehow related to finances or your job. All right. So career or money. So, again, I hope you really learned the lesson. But anyway, the Page of Pentacles, this card is always good news. It's the bearer of good news. And, I think that with whatever happened, that it kind of woke you up a little bit. Maybe it made you realize you need to take your job a little more seriously, or maybe you need to put away for a rainy day, just in case something horrible happens. So I see with this card that, you are laying now the foundation for long-term success. And that's why I said he's kind of the bearer of good news. So as I said, I think that you're thinking of the long-term future. So maybe you're putting, a little money aside for, the rainy day or what have you. And this is causing you, I think your solar plexus is doing fine because it's allowing you to be okay with yourself, with your life. Your confidence is fine. Your personal will is fine. You really believe in yourself, and it's a really great card. So everything with your solar plexus is really balanced as well. So again, just keep doing whatever the work it is you're doing, paying attention to these details, and really looking into the long term. And I think that, you'll learn your lesson from this, almost from the bullet that you did dodge. All right. All right. So our fourth chakra, that's our heart chakra. Everybody's familiar with the heart chakra. It's kind of about self-acceptance. And it's our ability to love deeply, to feel compassion towards ourselves and others, and to experience peace and being centered in our life. When our heart chakra is balanced, it's kind of like we just feel this incredible peace within us. All right, so let's see what you guys got. Okay. Another major arcana card reversed. So you've gotten 2 major arcanas reversed. Temperance reversed. Even though these are all doing well, I think that your heart chakra is unbalanced. I don't think it's necessarily totally blocked, but I think it's closer to blocked than closer than balanced, if that makes sense. So if think of a clock, if balanced is 12 and blocked is 6, I would say like maybe you're at maybe an 18 to a 20, so you're kind of closer to that unbalanced state. And even though and you're doing the work, or that that you've got to do this work over here, I think that you've lost that inner peace that I was just talking about, because dodging that bullet really has shaken you to your core. And you dodged a bullet. And I think that you realize that maybe you're partially to blame for whatever this situation is. So you're understanding your role in whatever this was that happened. And so you're kind of beating yourself up a little bit, like, that woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of thing. And don't do that, okay? Whatever happened here, as I said, you need to learn the lesson, all right? What if this had happened? What would have happened? What are the possible outcomes? And I don't want you dwelling on it, but let's say it's something to the fact where, I don't know, so let's, for an example, say that you almost lost your job. Something happened at work. They were going to fire you or whatever. And if you lost your job, you probably wouldn't be able to pay your mortgage. If you just recently bought a new car, you've got a car payment and this, that, and the other. So as you see, that is very life-changing. And the fact that you dodged it, you just don't want to go, whew, okay, everything's copacetic now. While it may be copacetic, you need to learn the lesson. And so in that example, I don't know, let's say you were caught, I don't know, sleeping in the bathroom during your shift. Maybe you need to say, okay, it was my fault. Yeah, maybe they couldn't really prove it, but you did it. So you know what? Instead of going to sleep in the bathroom, let me go get a cup of coffee. All right. Kind of like that. But so with that being said, you're really beating yourself up over it. And, that's causing your inner peace to be gone. And I also think that this moment, because you're now thinking about all the what ifs, if this happened, then, I could lose my home, I could lose my family, I can't buy medicine, I can't, pay for my car, whatever. Now that's in your head and it's causing, you don't have any peace or harmony. So, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. Like I said, I don't think it's blocked, but this here is causing your heart space, your heart chakra to be unbalanced. All right. And you need to work on your heart chakra. You need to really focus on saying to yourself, okay, I made a mistake. Forgive yourself. First of all, you have to forgive yourself because you are human. So forgive yourself, Libra. Let yourself know, hey, it's okay. And I would also really start adding some meditation because with this not having peace in your life, it's going to cause, and it probably is, some stress and anxiety, which can then manifest physically. And I think that once you find that inner peace, that you stop worrying and focus on the present moment, that your heart chakra is going to be just fine. So I don't think it's like way down here, but I definitely think that because of the fact that you've lost that inner peace, that it is, like I said, it is a little underbalanced. It's a little slow. So again, work on that heart chakra. Try to meditate, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, just grounding yourself. I would use some hematite to ground yourself. And if you are having like any kind of financial difficulty or you are trying to say now, maybe put yourself on a budget, maybe go on, okay, I need to figure out my wants versus my needs and things like that. Meditate with some carnelian. Carnelian can definitely help the root chakra, as well as it deals with abundance and things of that nature. All right. As far as the heart chakra goes, any specific crystals or anything? No, I think it's just a matter of forgiving yourself. And if you really wanted to use, if you are into crystals, which if you are, you're awesome. You're awesome anyway, Libra. But rose quartz, that's the like covers everything in the heart chakra. It's the stone of love. So maybe meditate with a little bit of rose quartz too. Put some rose quartz in your space, and again, forgive yourself. It's okay. Maybe sit down if you do journal, if you have a meditation journal, sit down, put some meditative music on and write a forgiveness letter to yourself. Write a letter to you, from you, forgiving yourself. Okay? We all make mistakes. You dodged a bullet. Learn your lesson. Don't beat yourself up. All right? That's not doing anybody good, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and move to our upper chakras now, which is your throat chakra. And for the throat chakra, which deals with our self-expression, it's how we communicate with others. It's our authentic self, speaking our authentic truth. And for this, you got the Two of Swords reversed. Okay, so that makes a little sense. I'm going to put this in alignment with the heart chakra because I think that whatever bullet you dodged, that you're now maybe feeling a little guarded. You've even, I think it's more maybe emotionally detached. I think you're a little mad at yourself, maybe a little disappointed in yourself, maybe a little frustrated with yourself. And I think that you're not wanting to take it out on others, but you're emotionally detaching. So therefore, you're not communicating well with others. And when you act guarded and things like that, people think that, they get suspicious of you. They think maybe you're not being honest with them. Maybe you don't want to share, you know, whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel that your third chakra isn't totally blocked. But again, I think it's like your heart chakra. It's down to that, you know, like 20, close to, you know, that halfway point. So again, I really think you would benefit from that guided meditation, because of the fact that nothing is like super blocked and nothing is like, I mean, if you have a Reiki practitioner, or if you wanted to hire me to do distance Reiki, I think one Reiki session would help even out this energy, and it would allow you to be able to work through all these issues, you know, to be able to forgive yourself, and to stop being so emotionally detached, and to really heal from this and say, okay, lesson learned, time to move forward and build that solid foundation that we were talking about over here. We were talking about that with the Page of Pentacles. All right. But other than that, I mean, it's not terrible. It's really not. When I first saw the Tower, you know, and even though it's in reverse, sometimes the Tower reverse can mean that the situation happened, but it wasn't as drastic. It was just on a lower scale. But this, I do think that you did dodge the bullet. So I don't feel terrible about the Tower card. I just think you need to be easy on yourself, Libra. Okay? Meditate. And you're going to be just fine. You seriously. It's getting a little dark in here, and I'm hoping it rains. I have a big garden, and I'm in like zucchini hell right now. Ed is like, I've planted like all these different types of zucchini. I've got, you know, your regular green zucchini. I've got Italian striped zucchini. I've got these UFO zucchinis, acorn squash, spaghetti squash, butternut squash. I know I'm missing another one. It's like 7 or 8 types of squash, and they're all starting to come around now. So, I mean, that's great. I freeze it, and really can't can squash. Anyway, I'm sorry. You don't want to hear about my gardening, but if it seems to be getting darker, I think my point was it's going to rain, which is a good thing. All right. I apologize. All right. So third eye. Everybody knows the third eye. First thing they think of is intuition and psychic, and which that is correct. But it on a deeper level, it deals with our self-reflection, how we see the world with our physical eyes, as well as how we see the world with our intuitive eye. All right. And see, I'm about to digress again. I was cleaning. I took my ring off. I need to put my ring back on. I hate when I don't have my wedding ring on. Anyway, so it's your ability to see the big picture. So Libra, today you got another major arcana reversed. This is the Chariot reverse. Oh, and really quickly, I always used to try to tell you guys, if you're into astrology, the Tower deals with Mars energy, which makes sense. Mars, war, and things of that nature. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. And the Chariot is Cancer energy, all right? And with it being in reverse, it's really talking about, again, as I said, your self-reflection. You're ready to do it. I just don't think you really have. And that's what I was talking about here, is you need to take the time to self-reflect on your part in the bullet that was dodged, and to really reflect on the fact that you are a wonderful human being, and you know, you can make mistakes and you just learn from them, and you don't do whatever it was the next time. And I think that maybe you might see things kind of, you know, when looking at your inner self and your intuition, that maybe sometimes you might get a little sidetracked, you know, with paying attention to your intuition and really seeing the whole picture. And what I mean by that is like you have this checklist of like things that you have to do in order to really believe your intuition. And that's not true. you know, when our intuition talks, you don't question it. You don't need to use your head. You don't need use your heart. It is what it is. I think your third eye is just fine. I just think that you haven't gotten to the point where you're really ready to move forward with your ability, like I said, to see the world. I think because you're so caught up in this right now. So again, I think if you do that overall chakra meditation, or if you did a simple, you know, reiki session to clear and balance the chakras, you know, I don't think that you have any issue here. I think just, you know, maybe there's like a cloud. Think of a cloud, you know, when a cloud is over something, you know, or there's hazy and you really can't see things off in the distance. But overall, I think that your third eye is just fine. All right, so let's talk about your crown chakra now, which deals with self-knowledge. It's your ability to know and to understand yourself. And it's your wisdom and your spiritual connection. All right. And today, oh my gosh, you got, well, with the exception of this one, all your major arcana cards have been reversed. And I'll go over that in a little bit. Let me talk about the crown chakra right now, Libra. So the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. I think that you've lost faith, not only in just yourself, but maybe in the universe. That while you know your part in this, and like I said, you know your part, but I don't think you've really come to accept it, and that's why. You know, your heart chakra, you know, you're being so hard on yourself, and then why you're being so guarded and emotionally disconnected from others is because you've lost faith in the universe. And instead of realizing and truly knowing and understanding that the universe always has our back. And I don't care what your religion is, you know, if you want to call it Buddha, God, Yahweh, Jesus, whatever, the universe, spirit, higher power, whatever. You've lost faith in that. And you feel that the world is just out to get you now. And your crown chakra is blocked. So this guy's going down here. Let me try to get these a little tighter so you can kind of see them. Your crown chakra is blocked. So you definitely need to work on that. You know, Libra, life is a duality, and we got good things that happen to us and bad things that happen to us. And it doesn't matter who you are, you, me, the other people watching this, it doesn't matter. We all have good things that happen, and we all have bad things that happen. Sometimes these are out of our control, and sometimes it's in our full control, or sometimes we are a participant in both the good and the bad. All right. So don't lose faith in the universe. And again, don't think that the world is out to get you. It's not. The universe, spirit, God, Yahweh, Jesus, Buddha, whatever you want to call him, or, you know, I just always like to say the universe or spirit. The universe is not out to get you. The universe wants you to live your best life. All right. So you need to get that out of your head. So while I don't think that this is causing any of this, I do think that this is a result of this tower moment, the bullet dodged, and your heart chakra. So I really think that you also need to focus on your crown chakra. If you're into crystals, one of the things that you can do is I would utilize selenite. And I can't believe I don't have a piece of selenite on my desk here. I do up in my crystal grid, but I'm not taking my crystals from it. But anyway, selenite. And I actually do have a selenite video on the website. So it's a selenite meditation. I would do that. And I would also maybe every day remind yourself that the universe is not out to get you, that the universe loves you. And I think, you need to do a little bit of work on it. It's not like something that's going to take you 6 months to get your crown chakra balance, but you need to believe. And I think that, once you resolve these, and I think this, once you forgive yourself and understand your lesson, I think then you can work on the crown. But I think if you kind of work on the crown by itself, I kind of think it needs to be in conjunction, even though this is blocked and these are just moderately slow. I think that you do need to work on conjunction, but I would, and I don't know the situation, so it's hard for me to make an overall diagnosis, but I would definitely use some selenite. I would carry some selenite with you at least for the next week or two. The wonderful thing about selenite, it doesn't need to be cleansed. So if you're around negativity, that's okay. But carry some selenite with you. Do that selenite guided meditation. Do that at least 2 times a week. And I would, if you're into Reiki or you're open to Reiki, I would try it. But again, it's all going to stem. You need to forgive yourself. Okay. Libra, everything's going to be good. This is part of life. You signed up for this. I know. And I used to say to myself, with that, my gosh, why, when things happen in my life, why did my soul sign up for this? Apparently there's a lesson we all got to learn. All right. So overall, guys, it's not all doom and gloom, but I do want that down here. That really is blocked. All right. So I am going to pull one of these oracle cards. This is a message from your guardian angel. Make sure I got them up right. I don't like to do oracle cards upside down. I know what I wanted to say really quickly. So because of the fact that all 4 of your cards, so over half your cards were major arcana cards and in reverse, this tells you that you've got a lot of life-changing events going on. And again, that's stemming from this. And the fact that it's reverse doesn't always mean bad, but just, again, take it easy on yourself. Show yourself some love. Show yourself some compassion, Libra, and you're going to be just fine. All right. Well, this one's kind of sticking out, so I'm going to pull that one. All right. So your guardian angel has been with you since the day that you were conceived. So their message for you is coming apart. Well, isn't that fitting? And you see, it looks like the face, the ego is coming apart. And what your guardian angel wants you to know with this message is your life is not coming apart. Okay. Now, maybe ego, sure, we want to get our egos in check. And sometimes, ego may be part of this with that, oh, I'm so stupid and I should have never done that. That's ego talking, all right? So anytime that you feel like you're coming apart and you start this blame game and you start the negative self-talk, your guardian angel wants you to know, no. You are loved, Libra. You are an amazing individual. And when you start this feeling like you're coming apart and you start this negative self-talk, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, really deep. Hold it for 2 seconds and then exhale really slowly. And do that a couple times and clear your mind. And you're going to be fine. Your guardian angels. Your guardian angel says your life is not coming apart. You are a wonderful soul. And as I said, you signed up for this and you are going to be just fine. Don't be a drama queen or king. When the going gets tough, dig deep in that heart space and continue to love yourself, show yourself compassion, and you are going to be just fine, Libra. Trust me, you are going to be just fine. You are not coming apart. And you need to remember that. All right? I got cards all over the place. All right, Libra. So again, it wasn't a bad reading, and I'm glad that you dodged the bullet, whatever it is, but just go easy on yourself, all right? You got this, crap happens. All right, so again, thank you so much for watching this and supporting me. And again, if you're interested in purchasing crystals or you're interested in any of my services, go to yournaturalhealer.com. If you're interested in learning about spirituality, you can go to lotuscenter.online, and I have spiritual courses there that you can take, and I'm adding more all the time as my educational platform is very new. But again, I wish you all the best. And again, love yourself. Go easy. Show yourself compassion. All right, Libra. Go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.